When it comes to macaroni and cheese, I'm the big kid who never grew up. I love it. I love it baked. I love it on the stovetop. But it can take a while to make really good mac and cheese, so I thought, why don't we come up with a recipe that utilizes a pressure cooker? Because when you cook under pressure, two things are happening. Number one, you're infusing greater flavor into what you're making, and you're also cooking faster. What if I told you you could make macaroni and cheese from scratch in the pressure cooker, and it would take 6 minutes to cook? It's really that easy if you know a few supermarket shortcuts. Now, first of all, we've got our pressure cooker all set up and ready to go. Then we're going to add to that dry elbow macaroni. Listen. Yeah, it goes in rock solid dry. To that, we're going to add water. You want to make sure that your water covers the macaroni. That's important because that water is going to create the steam inside the pressure cooker that's going to cook that macaroni. Then we're going to add to that salt and pepper, because you can always under-season mac and cheese, so you need to make sure you put enough salt and enough pepper to really give it great flavor. And to that also, a classic ingredient for homemade mac and cheese, mustard powder. Adds a nice tang to the mac and cheese. Now, I'm gonna give this a little stir so I can stir in all those seasonings, because remember, when we cook this under pressure, not only are we cooking those macaroni noodles faster, but we're also going to infuse it with the salt, the pepper, and the dry mustard. It's going to infuse that into each macaroni noodle. Now, once this is nice and stirred, we're gonna pop on the lid of the pressure cooker, close this up, and this will cook for 6 minutes on high pressure. And then we'll be able to add our cheeses and a few other shortcut ingredients, and you and your family will be sitting around the table, all smiles and pretty cheesy. So the 6 minutes is up, and I've done a quick release on the pressure cooker to get all of that steam out. So the pressure's been released, we can open the lid, and now what we've got inside is cooked macaroni, steamy and hot, infused with that salt, pepper, and also the dry mustard. Now we go in with the cheese. The heat of this pasta is what's going to melt the cheese. So I've got shredded cheddar. I've also got a quick melting cheese that goes in. Cut this into cubes and it'll melt a little faster. And then here's a great supermarket shortcut. I love the flavors of ranch salad dressing. So I bought a little packet of the dressing, and I'm going to sprinkle this in because this is all the seasoning you need to really add a big punch of flavor. Now we'll give this a stir. So we've got the cheese all stirred into that warm macaroni. Now let's add something to make it nice and creamy. Some evaporated milk and some whole milk. One more stir. We'll get the lid on this, let it melt, and then I'm going to add one final ingredient, which is a little surprise, but will add even more flavor. So now our cheese is good and melted, so we'll lift the lid. It's looking creamy and perfect, and here's that last ingredient I promised for an extra punch of flavor. Cooked crumbled bacon. Now, if you don't want to use bacon, you could also use cooked lobster at this stage. You could also fold in maybe some sliced cherry tomatoes if you like, but I think bacon is always the perfect choice for mac and cheese. So we'll give this a little stir, getting all that bacon evenly distributed. This smells so good. Your kids will love this, your whole family will love this. And the fact that you cooked it in about 6 minutes is just bonus, right? All right, so let's get this into bowls. Just beautiful. So creamy, smells so good, looks great. And then pop our lid back on top, and oh no, I'm not gonna worry about a little spoon. No, I'm not. I'm gonna use a David-sized spoon. Yes, I am. Because everybody who knows me knows I love me some mac and cheese. Here we go. One second. Just gonna back up a little bit. So I can do the happy dance. There it is. That's the mac and cheese happy dance. The 6-minute mac and cheese happy dance. If you're looking for more of my half homemade recipes, simply hit the subscribe button below, because we're always adding new recipes that are helping you get food on the table in record time, and it's comfort food that you and your family will love. Enjoy. Now I just need a bigger spoon.